Welcome back to the 80 Proof Podcast. I am Nathan Peplensky. I'm joined by the same hosts as last month. Nick Patient is here.
Hello, I'm from Bloop Show.
He is. And Nadi has also been kind enough to return.
Yeah.
Just, yep.
Good.
Yep,
Yeah,
I did that.
that's me. You know,
That's the thing I did.
made the time.
Nick, you've been missing for a while. What have you been up to? What are you playing? What are you going to be doing? And what'd you buy on Steam? Because Steam sales were a thing that happened.
I had this up just a second ago.
You
I
like-
have it still up. Yes.
Oh, your
Right.
Steam
Oh no,
profile?
it's gone. No. I barely bought anything on the Steam sales, but I bought some things that I didn't remember buying. I bought Scribblenauts Unlimited,
Yeah,
and I downloaded
did too.
it.
Fuck
Yeah.
yes, I did too.
It was the first day that I noticed the sales were on. I was like, "There's a Steam sale! Oh my god!" And I saw Scribblenauts, and I was like, "I wanted to play that when it was like more expensive, but then I didn't." So I'm gonna play that and maybe review it, but maybe not.
I feel like
and
I'm a
maybe not
little
play
more
it.
excited than you about playing Scribblenauts.
I'm pretty excited. I just need to finish playing what I'm playing first.
No.
And I bought DMC Devil May Cry Virgil's Downfall, which is DLC for the new Devil May Cry game. It's pretty good. It's kind of weird. It feels like a completely different game because of like Virgil's moveset being completely different. But you're fighting the same enemies, which is weird because they attack really slow because Dante attacks really slow. And then Virgil's a samurai who attacks really fast. So like they telegraph their attack and they like hold it for a second, and in that time you've hit them 50 times and broken their attack that they can't use anymore. But it's fun.
I remember the first time you got to play as Virgil in the Devil May Cry series. That was a badass moment.
When was it?
It was, I don't remember which game. Was it 2? The one that was all about the two brothers and their backstory. And they tell the story about why Force Edge is a badass weapon. No? Nothing? I think it was 2.
I haven't played.
It was
any
the
of
one
the
that
ones.
everyone hated.
Yeah, that was 2. Everyone hates 2.
I love
2
2.
is. And then the other thing that I bought was another piece of DLC. This is the one that I didn't know that I had, which is Dishonored: The Knife of Dunwall DLC. Because I really, really like Dishonored, and
It
I
seems
was
like
like,
your
I want
bag.
some. Yeah, I was like, I want to play some more Dishonored. I didn't remember buying it, and I don't know if I installed it or not, and I haven't played it yet. But I've got that, and that's about all I bought in this Steam sale.
Fucking sweet.
Hmm.
What can we look forward to coming out on your channel? I'm gonna pressure you into making stuff by asking you this question.
I don't know. You can look forward to me on this podcast. You can,
Come on.
you can- I was gonna record footage for my next review now, and then you asked me to do this, and I was like, yes, I'll do that.
Oh,
Because I can
damn
record it
it.
any other time.
You're his
No,
way
because-
out.
Damn it.
no. This is good because this is like the only time I could be doing a podcast, and I can be recording like later on. So expect something soon, unless something happens. Which
This
should
month,
be
I'm gonna bother the shit out of you all month to finish something this month.
Yeah.
Because that's only
But
fair.
you can also find me on my friend's channel called Liam Talks. He does blogs, and I'm on them. Apparently, I'm on the first one, and I edit it for him.
Oh, sweet.
I'll probably be in other ones. It's just us having really stupid conversations. It's like this podcast, but like more off topic and not about video games, and in the same room.
Give me a link and I will annotate.
Yeah.
What are you up to,
Sweet.
Naughty? What have you been
Uh,
doing? What'd you buy on Steam?
Oh yeah, just starting out my Steam. I did get Scribblenauts. I finished Bioshock finally, and I have all the footage. I was trying a different approach to it. I actually tried using Fraps, hooking up my USB microphone, because I didn't use my microphone in any other games until the end of Bioshock, basically. And now that I have my pop filter, I'm just trying to get the sound. It's kind of irritating, but and then I'm using my webcam that I use right now instead of my flip cam to record my like face cam, and so that's been kind of a different approach for things. And the rendering's been actually kind of been screwing up, but it's been I don't know, it's been going good. So I finally finished that game. For Steam, I ended up finding that I have like 80 games on Steam that I have only like 3 of them downloaded. But I ended up getting like Chivalry or whatever, the medieval wartime warfare.
Yes.
Yeah, we should all connect.
I-
up and
I don't have it. But
I talked
I know
about that
Luke
game
does.
on the first ever episode of this podcast. It was the first thing that was uttered. I was like, I've played Chivalry recently.
It looks awesome.
Great.
Back when you were a little podcast nublet.
Yeah.
I also got like that little game, A Little Inferno, which is like funny. It's like a little kid's. It's just so simple. You just put stuff up and you click it and it burns and yeah, and there's like little stories and this really creepy neighbor and
I
don't
want
know,
to
it's-
say I have a story about, well, not really a story. That is the first game that I ever watched an entire Let's Play of.
yeah.
Because it's so creepy and weird.
Oh yeah.
I just had to know how that went.
I
wanted
get
to
shivers.
play
I'm like, oh yeah, you should. It was like $2, $3 or something. It was like no big deal. Then also, what else I get? I've also re-downloaded Amnesia: Dark Ascent because I was like, well, I played only one horror game, like one. I only played Slender's one of my games I've played. I made a couple of videos on that. I actually got my sister in one of the videos, and she just like flipped. It was fun for that. So I was thinking I'm gonna play Amnesia. And kind of mix up the genre a little bit because I mean I don't know. I think reaction videos and certainly that it's fun, and then it's a game, so you can just press exit and pause it for a second, catch your breath, wipe off your sweat, and then keep going. So we'll see. Yeah, Scribblenauts, I'm excited to play that. I wonder if is there a way to play with more than one person? I guess you can't, right? No, it's just one
Not
person.
really. That would be cool though.
That would be fantastic.
Could you imagine like a PvP
Oh.
Scribblenauts? You gotta like take a break and fucking type in the gun you want.
You just have
It's like
everyone
throwing-
on, like
Hold on, I gotta add the adjective reload to my gun.
It would just be so retarded. We'd just be throwing elephants at each other. And then we'd like find ways to make the elephants more powerful. So like elephants with rabies, elephants with laser.
Giant exploding elephant.
But you'd have some pretty creative battles, and
That would be amazing.
they'd be different every time. I mean, like, unless someone's just like, no, I got my combo, blah, blah, blah.
It'd be one of those things that would be fun like the first couple weeks of PvP
Yeah.
until everybody just decided they wanted to try hard and win at the
Right.
game.
Right.
It'd be like Magicka if everyone only used the spells that were efficient in Magicka.
Magicka. We played Magicka.
Yeah, I still
Still
have
have-
that footage, and I'm still planning to upload it as soon as I get through the backlog of stuff that I plan to do.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, yeah. So many things I need to get done. It's ridiculous.
Story of my life,
Look who you're
man.
speaking to. Look who you're talking to.
I'm gonna try and
Someone
open,
who hasn't made a video in 2 months.
I'm gonna try and open my profile to see all the things I've bought, but it might just fuck up the stream. We'll find out. I don't think it will, but it might.
I know. There was an update. I was like, watching my cam, like, don't freeze, don't freeze, don't freeze. And I've been thinking to actually bump up my internet. I'm like, I'm thinking about going to 100 down and like 15 up.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Seems like overkill.
Yeah, well, I might even just do 50 because I was thinking, like, if there's only certain websites that only allow a certain amount of bandwidth anyway, so I'm just like, eh. But I was thinking my upload speeds have been kind of crap, even though I've been using Handbrake, which is a blessing for sure, because it's been making my data size of my files so much smaller, and then it makes it go so much faster. I'm like, oh, so good. But,
Man.
oh, and I was also been playing a lot of nerdy Minecraft. I pay for that, but...
You want to hear something that will make you feel like super good, maybe?
Yeah.
I only have about 4 megabytes up and 0.2 megabytes, or switch that, 0.2 megabytes up and about 4 megabytes down.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't stream shit. It's just never gonna happen.
I don't even know what my up and down is. It's just set as 60 meg internet. That's all I know. It's fast. It
Yeah.
works.
Damn you and your UK internets.
Yeah.
I would say something, but it'd be out of pure ignorance.
Guys, I forgot to mention 2 things. I
Okay.
played Killing Floor when it was like my friend gave me a trial for it. It was awesome. And those of you who have followed this podcast for a while will know that I really like The Witcher 2. So what I decided to do is get more Witcher 2. I got it
Whatever
for
is
the
wrong
Xbox.
with you? It is
It's
no
actually a
little thing.
really, really good Xbox version. I like it a lot more than the PC version. Partly because my PC is a laptop, so it didn't handle the game that well. But they also like ported the controls really well. Like it feels really good with analog movement rather than a keyboard, and they took a lot of details out and like changed things around so that it flows and works better for a console. It was a good port. I'm really happy that I bought it again.
Well, you're weird. I still haven't beaten The Witcher 2. I still plan on it. I mean, I have it, so I might as well.
I haven't even looked at a video of it.
It's like so bottom of my list right now.
Another reason why I bought it was because I can't record it on my PC and I want to review it at some point and just I've got loads of reasons.
I predict
seems
that's going to
stupid,
be
but-
one of the games that you save for a really long time to review
Yeah,
because you want to do it justice.
yeah.
I recommend that you not do that though, because it's a good thing to do a video about a game that you're passionate about.
Very true.
Yeah, I'll review it when I want to review it.
Sure. Yes, that sounds about right. Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, it'll happen when it's happening, right?
Am I up? Because I got some stories.
What's happening with you?
Everybody say hello to New Belgium Brewery.
Hello,
Because
New Belgium
Is it a
Brewery.
dog?
I'm
We
gonna
love
be,
you.
I'm gonna be sending them
Give
this
me
video
beer.
later. This is New Belgium Brewery, Sunshine Wheat, and they just got released in Florida today. Well, it was actually yesterday, but the liquor stores only got it today. So yeah, I was born and raised in other places than here, and I've spent a great deal of time in Fort Collins, where they have the home brewery for New Belgium Brewery, and so I was just like so super psyched to get this stuff, and a more delicious beer has never been made, and that is a fact.
I get
So
that.
that's the new facts in your life.
That's what I've been up to this month. No,
Video games. Yeah.
Drinking.
I emailed them and I was just like, I would like to drink your beer on my podcast, but it doesn't exist in Florida. And they were like, yeah, it'll exist in Florida in like 3 days. I was like,
Will it exist in England in a few days?
what? I don't know. It's something I should ask them if it exists in England at all. I think they do some. They like last time I was there, I was in the actual physical brewery itself. They said that they were like considering international beer sales. Like it was a thing that was on their docket, so to speak. But who knows if they ever did it? So I'll send them an email and I'll ask them, and we'll
I
find
might
out.
try and buy some local beers from around here.
Mm.
They're hard to
Support
find
your local
outside of
breweries,
pubs.
man.
Yeah, they're hard to find outside of pubs, so you can't really like buy a bottle. You should get a pint.
But what I've decided is this podcast is not a video game podcast. We're
Yeah.
like a fun podcast. And since beer is directly tied into fun, I think it's on topic.
Yeah,
At the
man.
moment.
But so what I've been up to a ton of things. I was playing System Shock 2 a lot lately. Partly I wanted to do it for this new series that I've been doing called Late to the Party, which is where I just play a game that I just missed, you know? Like, I'll probably put Dishonored on there at some point, Witcher 2, just games that, like, passed popularity, but I still want to play them, so I'm gonna have an excuse for it because I make these videos. And I will eventually take it to being something, like, reasonably good content, where I'll, like, you know, talk about why it's worth the time or why it isn't, and what sort of things have been brought into gaming as a result of this game existing, and that sort of thing. And I've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy XIV and Realm Reborn, which I talked about last month, so I won't go into it too much. Suffice it to say, I've enjoyed it. And I played a lot of Shadowrun for my most recent video, and, you know, a lot since then, because that game is amazing.
Yeah.
You guys saw my video, so you already know my opinions on the matter. But, wow, man. I could not have been more impressed with that game. Except the fucking saving thing, which anyone who watched the video knows I got a little... Just a little steamy. A little frustrated. Not real mad, just a... Yeah, I was a lot mad. And that one was the first video in the new series that I'm calling All You Need to Know I was gonna do all you need to know about a game, but little known fact: if you put the game before like the first thing in a title, it actually comes up on the search ratings higher. It's
I think I do that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I did it on purpose, but it
It's a
just
thing.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Because like you see what the game is.
so, YouTubers
Yes.
do that thing.
Yeah.
I still haven't figured out that whole what to put your description tags. I kind of just put it out there and just like,
Usually,
Yeah.
that's what I would
That's what I
search.
did.
I don't put a lot of energy into tags very often, unless it's a video that I really want people to see. Like if it's a video I'm proud of, like I did with the Shadowrun video and my Final Fantasy XIV video, then I'll tag the shit out of it until I run out of tags. Just anything I can think of. But most of my videos, I'm just like, whatever.
I put effort into tags, but none into the description. Like, my
For me-
Zelda 2 video description is Zelda 2, an iterative sequel? Question mark. Nah, fuck that. That was just like the whole thing.
You see, I think descriptions like I know I do it, and I'm sure you probably guys do too. You just copy paste for a lot of the other ones. Like if you're gonna support your Twitter or your other social media aspects of the.
I don't put anything into my descriptions.
Fine, it's just me.
Literally, it's just the
I just-
defaults.
My descriptions are just like,
I set a default. No, I do the same thing as you. Like, I set a default on my profile on my account.
Right.
And I don't add or remove anything from that for any of my videos. It's just the same default description every time.
I
Wait, that
noticed
just gets added in. Well, I'm
I don't
bad.
have that.
I'm bad.
I
at
noticed you do that. I noticed that it was the same thing every time. I thought you typed it out each time.
No, I set it to my profile defaults.
Wow.
I watch my
Okay.
video, and then I just like either pick out a random thing from it or give a really brief description. If it's like a let's play, it's like I walked into a house and went back out, and then somebody died. Yeah, and that's my description. And then I put it all into the tags of like important search terms.
That's good to me. Sounds good to me.
I just describe it. I'm like, what do I put in the description? I'm gonna describe this video.
Maybe that's why my Let's Plays get like no views.
Mhm.
Nobody watches my
Mine
Let's Plays.
Plays didn't get
No one
money.
gives a fuck about my Let's Plays. I don't care. I don't mind. That's not really what my channel's all about. My channel's more about the review content anyway. But like, I still want to be able to do the Let's Plays. So I don't want people to get like, I don't want to do all reviews for a while and then do a Let's Play and then have all of my fan base be like, what the fuck is this Let's Play doing here? What does the matter with you?
I don't think I could. I don't think I could do a review. It's not like. See, like I could play. Like I just finished Bioshock, and then I even uninstalled it from my computer. I don't remember what happened in my first like so many videos, and I'm just like, oh wait, I recorded them. How fantastic is that? But like I don't remember the things that I picked up on. So a lot of time now in my videos, like for example, Bioshock and The Walking Dead, I'll do what happened last time video, and I'm like, okay, now I know what I'm actually how to edit this properly, or what I'm gonna be recording and talking about. So.
But like, I've watched your videos and you're observant
Yeah.
and articulate about the things that are going on around you. So you could totally do review content. You just gotta like make notes.
Make notes, right?
Yeah. As you're playing, be like, oh, I had this little thing happened here where Elizabeth did this thing, and I was sort of like into like the dance scene.
Yeah.
is a standout scene for a lot of people.
I mean, I guess I could probably do a let's play and then a review of the game.
That's one of the things
Yeah.
I wanted to do is like sort of play through a whole game and then do a review of it, which is one of the things I want to do with the Late to the Party series. Is do a
That
sort
was
of recap review.
my
after.
original plan. Like my first few videos were like a let's play of Zelda: The Wind Waker because I wanted to play all the way through it to get footage and then do a review. I think it's a good idea.
It makes sense, but nobody does
Yeah.
it, and I don't know why. It must be something about people get sick of the game by the time they're done with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah, Bioshock. Oh, go ahead.
It's a good game.
The end. All right, Nick, go.
No, you can carry on. I was just gonna talk about like reviews.
Yeah, that's.
like-
I was gonna add. Go ahead. I'll add in after.
I was gonna say you probably could do a review, but it would be different from how other people do reviews. Like you'd probably take notes and things, but then if you look at how I do a review and how Nathan does a review, like because our personalities are different, it's like a totally different thing. Like his are way longer and more in depth with less humor, and mine are really short and less in depth. Apart from more in depth in some places, we focus on different things and we have a different way of delivering it.
True.
So it would probably be an interesting
That's
thing
one of
to
the
watch
cool
you do a
things
review.
about like reviews on YouTube is there are so many different people that do reviews, and very rarely do you get people that do similar styles of reviews. Like reviews are so vastly different in their stylings. It's so bizarre. I think there's room for just about any kind of review on YouTube. There's a
Very,
market
very
for
true.
it. An audience. So
I mean,
what
like
do you-
I could probably try a review and test it and see what happens, see if I get anything feedback from it, and then and if I get any good things, then maybe I could do more. I mean, it's the thing is like that would seem like work to me, and I just want to play video games.
Yeah.
That's
You
a
know-
very fair point. That's a very fair point.
That's actually more important than most people give it credit for. Like if you're trying to make a video that you don't want to do,
Yeah, exactly.
that lack of passion comes straight through. I mean, it's completely transparent how much you give a shit about the thing.
Yeah, I'd have to
Like-
try really hard to sound interesting if I was doing a review. That's the whole thing.
My
Yeah.
two videos that have been the most successful, except one random ass split. I have one video that's literally character creation for a Char Necromancer in Guild Wars 2 during the beta. That has twice as many views as any other video on my channel, for no reason.
You should have done more character building. You should have done
I did.
each one.
I did. It's the only
Oh.
one.
Oh wow.
And it's like literally the worst one out of all of them. I'm like boring. I'm like stuttering over myself. It's ridiculous. But apart from that one fluke, the two videos that are the most popular are my Final Fantasy XIV A Realm Reborn video, which I'm obviously passionate about since I talk about it in every podcast without fail. And my most recent Shadowrun video, which like I just turned on the camera and talked for a while, and by the end of it I was just like yelling and I was so invested. And so like what I'm discovering is that I just need to do videos about what I care about and to be damned with the consequences, as it were. Which isn't a phrase at all. Anyway, so that's what I've been doing for the last
Oh, that was really long. That was like 20 minutes longer.
we got on a few tangents, but that's good. I love tangents.